Welcome to my views and news. I am back with another video. Firstly, Ethiopia-Somalia relations. Somalia's President Hassan Sheikh has not visited Ethiopia officially so far, though he has visited almost all neighboring countries. But yesterday he was seen in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. He transited through Addis Ababa airport yesterday. Secondly, we have some information which we have received for you from two cities of the Amhara region where TDF is either in control or close to the city. Firstly, Kobo. We know that Kobo is under Tigray Defense Force control. More than 2 weeks ago, Tigray forces took control of Kobo. And a meeting between Tigray fighters and residents of Kobo is planned for today. What is this meeting about? And thirdly, Woldia. What is happening in Woldia? While Tigray forces are close to strategic places to the east and north of Woldia, what is happening in the city? We have some pictures for you. Mobilization is being seen there. And lastly, viewers, Tigrayan protests against the UAE and Turkey are intensifying. We have a clip for you showing Tigrayans protesting against the UAE, United Arab Emirates. The protest took place in Sweden, I think. Firstly, viewers, tension between Ethiopia and Somalia is continuing. Since Hassan Sheikh was elected as the president of Somalia in May this year, we have seen gradually building or persistent tension between the two countries. Hassan Sheikh has visited almost all neighboring countries, but so far he has not visited Ethiopia. He visited Eritrea, Djibouti, Kenya. He traveled to the UAE, Turkey, but so far he has not visited Ethiopia. And obviously, it is a clear indication of strained relations between Ethiopia and Somalia. Now, when a new offensive against Al-Shabaab is ongoing in Somalia Ethiopia relations, Mogadishu Addis Ababa relations are not very ideal these days. Hassan Sheikh, though, was seen in Addis Ababa yesterday. He transited at Addis Ababa airport yesterday. Either he was returning from Kenya and during this travel he transited, or he transited during his travel to the US, because today he arrived in US. But yesterday he was at Addis Ababa airport, where he was welcomed by Ahmed Shide, Ethiopian finance minister. You can see a picture on your screen. The picture is from Addis Ababa, where Ahmed Shide welcomed Hassan Sheikh. Hassan Sheikh has arrived in the US meanwhile. So, a clear indication again that so far Ethiopia-Somalia relations could not be normalized. Hassan Sheikh has not officially visited Ethiopia. He just transited through Ethiopia either to Somalia or to US. As I've been saying, again I would say that for an effective counter-offensive against Al-Shabaab, Somalia needs Kenya and Ethiopia on board. Without the support of these countries, without the support of regional leaders in Somalia, offensive against Al-Shabaab would be meaningless, I think. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story from Kobo city of North Wollo, first major city of the Amhara region which came under TDF control was Kobo. More than 2 weeks ago, Kobo came under TDF control. And since then, Ethiopian federal forces, regional forces of the Amhara region, militias have been trying to take back Kobo and Kobo Roberts. Several counteroffensives have been launched, but so far Kobo is under full control of TDF. You would be hearing rumors that TDF is about to withdraw from Kobo, that TDF is suffering losses inside Kobo city, but what we have now confirmed is that TDF is trying to appoint leadership to administer the city, Kobo city. Today, on Thursday, a meeting is due to be held. It was due to be held between Tigray leaders, TDF commanders, and Kobo residents. In the meeting, decisions will be made who will administer the city. If you remember, last time when Tigray forces took control of Kobo and other places in the Amhara region, they appointed administrators and mostly they were local people. And they told local government officials to continue their work. They did not appoint someone from Tigray. I think same is going to happen again, that in Kobo, Tigray military commanders will ask the government officials, local government officials, to continue their work. Meanwhile, some administrator could be appointed. It's a tough job for a new administrator. If he is from Kobo and he is appointed by Tigray fighters, he could be target of attacks by Fano, Amhara forces, ENDF. So let's see who will head Kobo government. That remains to be seen. This meeting indicates that TDF is in control, in full control of Kobo. TDF is consolidating its control of Kobo by taking administrative measures. Meanwhile, a campaign is being seen by the government telling residents not to attend the meeting, but decision will be made today at the meeting. Meanwhile, we know that Ethiopian federal forces and some Fano factions, East Amhara Fano, they have launched a guerrilla style of struggle against Tigray fighters close to Kobo. To the east and west of Kobo, in mountainous areas, attacks are underway by Fano fighters, like we saw last year as well. But so far, Tigray forces are in full control of Kobo. Drone strikes are also being reported on Kobo front. We'll update you if we received credible information about new administrator of Kobo city. While in Kobo, TDF is appointing administrators in Woldia. Resistance against likely TDF offensive is being strengthened. We have some pictures for you. Public mobilization is underway. Youth is being mobilized. Youth is patrolling the city. It's not that there is no deployment of ENDF Amhara forces. Yes, they are there. But meanwhile, youth are being mobilized too. You can see some pictures on your screen. The pictures are reportedly from Woldia, where preparations are being made against a likely offensive by Tigray forces. TDF 2 days ago in a statement said that TDF was in a position to attack Woldia. It was in a position to enter Woldia city, and it was what we reported to, that TDF took control of high places to the east and north of Woldia. TDF was in a position, is in a position to attack Woldia, but it has not entered Woldia so far. Meanwhile, inside the city, preparations are underway. People are being mobilized. ENDF Amhara forces militia members are there too. Last reviews, Tigrayans are intensifying their demonstrations against the United Arab Emirates, UAE and Turkey. A demonstration was held in Sweden against the UAE in front of Swedish Foreign Ministry building. Slogans were chanted against the UAE. Placards were being displayed by demonstrators asking UAE not to be part of the alleged genocide of Tigrayans. This campaign will intensify. We reported a few days ago that a meeting was held between Debretsion Gebremichael, Tigray president, and Tigrayan diaspora community, and in that meeting it was decided that protests will be held against the UAE, against Turkey, to stop these countries from arming Ethiopia. These two countries provided weapons to Ethiopian government last year, drones as well. Tigray now wants to put pressure upon the two countries to stop them from supporting Ethiopian federal government in terms of weapon support, drone support. Watch this clip from Sweden. Tigrayans are protesting against the UAE there. Small protest, symbolic one, but on international level, Tigrayans are sending a message that UAE and Turkey should be stopped from supporting Ethiopian federal government. Watch this clip from Sweden. Thanks for watching.
أفدق وزاي minister نايسودي عاوزنا زلنا حزبنا حجون أي كسرن يزلو حجون حزبنا بدرون إن تكتكت أي موت هالو حجون حزبنا بتأميت بمدان يتسرس يموت هالو سلزي كلاتنا عم العالم نركب خمسين دوت أنا بزلنا يعدي وزاي قدري minister ندخلنا نزوج حزبنا دمسكم كون بزيادة أميس أوي هكذا
Stop us filtering Tigray now!
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 Onani Tigray kan interventa!
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 Onani